1. Focusing on what's in your control. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a seemingly endless sea of traffic, your blood boiling with each passing moment, or mindlessly scrolling through your social media feed only to be confronted by a biting remark that sours your entire mood? It's a familiar tale, one that plagues even the most even-tempered among us. Our daily lives often feel like a gauntlet of minor trials, each one threatening to chip away at our serenity and mental fortitude. But what if I told you that the ancient wisdom of Stoicism holds the key to shattering this cycle of frustration? This remarkable philosophy, born in the hallowed halls of ancient Greece and Rome, bestows upon us an invaluable tool, the art of focusing solely on what lies within our control. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic sages, once proclaimed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Ponder that profound truth for a moment. The gridlock on the highway, the tempestuous weather, the scathing criticism, these are all factors beyond our sphere of influence. No matter how ardently we may wish to bend them to our will, they remain stubbornly impervious to our desires. Yet what we do possess is the ultimate power to dictate our own reactions in the face of these challenges. This notion transcends mere ancient musings. It finds resounding echoes in the annals of modern psychology as well. Carl Jung, a titanic figure in the realm of the mind, famously declared, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." His words harmonize perfectly with the Stoic creed, underscoring the truth that our genuine strength lies not in the external circumstances that befall us, but in the choices we make in response to them. Let's delve a bit deeper into this transformative concept. Imagine yourself ensnared in that interminable traffic snarl, the minutes ticking away as you fret over an impending meeting of utmost importance. You could easily succumb to the temptation to stew in your own ire, futilely blaring your horn and allowing stress to consume you, a course of action that, if we're being honest, won't magically clear the path ahead. Alternatively, you could choose to embrace the Stoic way. Take a deep, calming breath, accept the reality of the situation, and seize the opportunity to enrich your mind. Perhaps you could immerse yourself in an enlightening podcast, lose yourself in the pages of a captivating audiobook, or simply bask in the melodies of your favorite tunes. The external circumstance, the traffic, remains unchanged, but your internal response has undergone a profound shift. With this simple act of reframing, you'll find your stress melting away, replaced by a newfound sense of tranquility and perspective. This Stoic principle of focusing on what lies within your control extends far beyond the realm of mere traffic jams and inclement weather. It permeates every facet of our existence, from the personal aspirations we hold dear to the ways in which we interact with others and navigate life's myriad obstacles. Marcus Aurelius, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, sagely reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So the next time you find yourself teetering on the brink of emotional upheaval over something beyond your control, summon the wisdom of our Stoic forebears. Pause and ask yourself, is this truly within my power to change? If the answer is no, release your grip on the uncontrollable. Redirect your energy toward mastering your own reactions, cultivating an unshakable mindset, and taking purposeful action. Embracing this philosophy is no easy feat. It demands diligent practice and unwavering commitment. But remember, the path to personal growth is paved not with perfection, but with progress. As we learn to channel our focus toward the elements of life we can genuinely influence, we'll discover a wellspring of resilience and contentment, even amidst the most turbulent of times. The Stoic way is not about merely weathering life's tempests. It's about harnessing their power to propel us toward greater heights of self-mastery and fulfillment. In the face of adversity, we have the capacity to not only endure, but to flourish, a testament to the timeless wisdom of this ancient art of living. 2. Embracing obstacles as opportunities. The Stoic philosophy unveils a transformative secret, the art of embracing obstacles as opportunities. At first glance, this notion may seem paradoxical, even counterintuitive. After all, most of us have been conditioned to perceive obstacles as formidable barriers, impeding our path to success and happiness. However, the great Stoic thinkers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, invite us to shatter this limiting belief and adopt a radically different perspective. They beckon us to approach life's challenges with a curious and open mind, asking not why me, but rather, what can I learn from this? This subtle shift in mindset has the power to transform our entire experience of adversity. As Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wisely observed in his personal reflections, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. His words illuminate a profound truth. Every obstacle, no matter how daunting or seemingly insurmountable, serves a dual purpose. It not only tests our mettle and resilience, but also holds within it the seeds of invaluable lessons and opportunities for growth. By embracing the challenges we face, we tap into a wellspring of hidden potential, allowing ourselves to evolve and flourish in ways we never thought possible. This sage advice is not merely the domain of ancient wisdom, it finds echoes in the insights of modern luminaries as well. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung astutely remarked, "What you resist persists." By fighting against the obstacles in our path, we inadvertently grant them greater power over us, allowing them to loom larger and more formidable in our minds. In contrast, by accepting and learning from these challenges, we disarm their hold on us and unlock the key to overcoming them. To illustrate the practical application of this Stoic principle, let's consider a common scenario: facing rejection in the pursuit of our dreams. Whether it's a string of unsuccessful job applications or a series of disappointments in our personal lives, the sting of rejection can easily send us spiraling into a vortex of self-doubt and despair. However, what if we chose to view each rejection as a valuable piece of feedback, an opportunity to refine our approach and hone our skills? Instead of wallowing in self-pity, we could embrace the challenge as a chance to identify areas for improvement, to develop new strategies, and to cultivate the resilience necessary for success. By reframing rejection as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock, we transform a potentially demotivating experience into a catalyst for personal and professional growth. This Stoic mindset extends beyond the realm of individual pursuits. It can also elevate our relationships and interpersonal conflicts. Every disagreement or misunderstanding, no matter how frustrating or painful, offers an invitation to practice the virtues of patience, empathy, and effective communication. By approaching these challenges with an open heart and a willingness to understand different perspectives, we not only diffuse tension, but also strengthen our bonds with others and expand our own capacity for compassion and understanding. At the core of embracing obstacles as opportunities lies a fundamental question: what can this situation teach me? By adopting this inquisitive stance, we shift from being passive victims of circumstance to active agents of our own growth and development. We recognize that life's challenges are not merely hurdles to be overcome, but invaluable opportunities to cultivate wisdom, resilience, and character. Of course, embracing obstacles is no easy feat. It requires a conscious effort and a commitment to personal growth. It demands that we step outside our comfort zones and confront the discomfort of uncertainty and change. However, as Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By choosing to approach life's challenges with a growth mindset, we empower ourselves to navigate even the roughest seas with grace, adaptability, and an unshakable sense of purpose. In the face of adversity, the Stoic path invites us to rise above our immediate frustrations and see the bigger picture. It encourages us to recognize that every obstacle, no matter how daunting, holds within it the potential for profound personal transformation. By embracing these challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, we not only overcome them, but also emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. And in doing so, we discover that life's greatest trials are often the very crucibles in which our greatest triumphs are forged. 3. Living in the present moment. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, we often find ourselves caught in a relentless cycle of dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. The concept of living in the present moment has become a ubiquitous mantra. a piece of advice readily dispensed but seldom truly understood. What does it really mean to fully immerse oneself in the here and now? And why is this practice so vital to our well-being? Living in the present moment is an invitation to embrace the richness and complexity of life as it unfolds before us, to savor each fleeting experience without the burden of regret or the weight of future worries. It is a call to engage fully with the world around us, to appreciate the beauty and challenges that each passing second brings. This timeless wisdom has been a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy for centuries, echoed in the words of luminaries such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Their insights have reverberated through the ages, finding renewed relevance in the work of modern psychologists and thinkers who recognize the transformative power of present-moment awareness. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, captured the essence of this practice when he wrote, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." His words serve as a poignant reminder that true contentment and clarity arise when we anchor ourselves in the immediacy of our experience, unburdened by the ghosts of yesterday or the phantoms of tomorrow. Yet for all its apparent simplicity, the art of staying present eludes many of us. Our minds are often cluttered with a cacophony of thoughts, worries, and distractions, pulling us away from the vividness and potential of the moment at hand. We find ourselves mired in mental noise, unable to fully appreciate the beauty and meaning that each instant holds. As Carl Jung, the pioneering psychologist, astutely observed, the least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. By cultivating a deep presence and attentiveness to the present moment, we imbue even the most ordinary experiences with profound significance, enriching our lives in ways that transcend material abundance or external validation. The ancient Greeks, too, recognized the importance of present moment awareness in the pursuit of a fulfilling life. Aristotle spoke of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing that arises when we align our actions with virtue and fully engage with the world around us. By grounding ourselves in the present, we create the conditions for a life well lived, one characterized by meaning, purpose, and authentic connection. So how can we begin to cultivate this elusive yet transformative skill? The practice of mindfulness offers a powerful gateway to the present moment. By bringing a gentle, non-judgmental awareness to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, we gradually learn to disentangle ourselves from the web of mental distractions that so often pulls us away from the richness of the here and now. Whether it's savoring the subtle flavors of a meal, attuning to the rhythm of our breath, or fully engaging with the people around us, mindfulness invites us to approach each moment with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to be fully present. Through this practice, we begin to develop a deeper appreciation for the ordinary miracles that make up the fabric of our lives. As Seneca wisely counseled, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we free ourselves from the tyranny of worry and regret, allowing us to experience a sense of contentment and equanimity that is independent of external circumstances. Living in the present does not mean disregarding the lessons of the past or neglecting to plan for the future. Rather, it is about finding a delicate balance, one in which we learn from our experiences and set intentions for the road ahead, while remaining fully engaged with the unfolding mystery of the present. In each passing moment, we are given the opportunity to reset, to begin anew, to approach life with a sense of freshness and wonder. It is in the present that we truly live, love, and create, forging the memories and connections that give our lives depth and meaning. So let us make a conscious effort to be more present in our lives, to embrace the fullness of each moment, no matter how mundane or challenging it may seem. Let us remember that life is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be savored, one breath, one step, one moment at a time. For it is in the sacred space of the present that we touch the infinite, experiencing the profound beauty and possibility that lie at the heart of our existence. 4. Building self-discipline. At first glance, the concept of self-discipline might conjure up images of a life bound by rigid schedules and devoid of spontaneity or joy. However, let us take a moment to reframe this notion and see self-discipline in a new light. Far from being a restrictive force, self-discipline is a liberating power that enables us to make choices aligned with our deepest values and long-term aspirations. It is the key that unlocks the door to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and true freedom. At its core, building self-discipline is a journey of self-mastery. It is about learning to say yes to the things that nourish our souls and propel us towards our goals, while having the courage to say no to the temptations and distractions that lead us astray. This is not always an easy path, for it often requires us to forego instant gratification in favor of delayed rewards. However, it is through these small acts of self-control that we pave the way for lasting satisfaction and success. Consider the seemingly mundane choices we face each day: sticking to a workout routine, saving money instead of succumbing to impulse purchases, or turning off the allure of Netflix to focus on a meaningful project. While these decisions may not yield immediate pleasure, they are the building blocks of a life well lived. They are the seeds we sow today that will bear fruit in the form of improved health, financial stability, and the realization of our dreams. The Stoic philosophers had much to say about the importance of self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius, the great emperor and Stoic thinker, reminds us that we have power over our own minds, even when we cannot control the events that surround us. In his words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This insight strikes at the heart of self-discipline. It is about mastering our internal world, our thoughts, emotions, and impulses, regardless of the external circumstances we face. Seneca, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, advises us to be steadfast in our resolve and to control our desires rather than being enslaved by them. He understood that true freedom lies not in the absence of constraints, but in our ability to govern ourselves and our appetites. By cultivating self-discipline, we break free from the tyranny of our whims and impulses, and instead chart a course guided by our higher purpose. But why is self-discipline so crucial? The answer lies in the words of Aristotle, the great Greek philosopher who preceded the Stoics. He believed that excellence and virtue are not innate qualities, but rather the result of consistent practice and habit. By exercising self-discipline day after day, we gradually sculpt our character and become the best version of ourselves. It is not about isolated acts of willpower, but about the cumulative effect of countless small choices that shape who we are and what we achieve. This understanding of self-discipline is echoed in the insights of modern psychology. Carl Jung, one of the pioneers of the field, emphasized the importance of integrating all aspects of our personality in order to live a fully realized life. This integration requires self-discipline, as we must learn to navigate the competing desires and impulses within us, always choosing the path that leads to wholeness and growth. So how can we cultivate self-discipline in our daily lives? The key is to start small and build momentum. Choose one area of your life where you wish to improve, perhaps your health, your finances, or your relationships. Set clear, achievable goals and commit to taking consistent action towards them. Remember, every time you make a choice that aligns with your higher purpose, you are strengthening the muscle of self-discipline. As Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, reminds us, no great thing is created suddenly. Self-discipline is not a destination, but a journey of 1,000 steps. It is built through the accumulation of small daily choices that may seem insignificant in the moment, but compound over time to create profound transformation. Ultimately, building self-discipline is about finding balance between our immediate desires and our long-term goals, between what we want now and what we want most. It is about having the courage to choose the path of growth and fulfillment, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. By embracing this journey of self-mastery, we unlock our true potential and create a life of purpose, joy, and enduring satisfaction. So let us commit to this noble pursuit together, supporting one another as we navigate the challenges and triumphs of a life well lived. May we have the wisdom to choose what is right over what is easy, and the strength to persevere in the face of temptation. For it is through the crucible of self-discipline that we forge our greatest selves and create a legacy that endures long after we are gone. 5. Developing emotional resilience. In the tumultuous journey of life, we are often confronted with a maelstrom of emotions that threaten to overwhelm us. Feeling the sting of anger, the weight of sadness, or the grip of frustration is an inherent part of the human experience, a testament to our capacity to feel deeply and navigate the complexities of existence. Yet it is not merely the emotions themselves that define us, but rather how we choose to respond to them. Herein lies the transformative power of emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is a mental fortitude that allows us to weather life's tempests with grace, emerging from the storm stronger and wiser than before. It is the art of acknowledging our emotions, seeking to understand their roots, and then taking deliberate steps to move forward, rather than being swept away by the tidal wave of our feelings. This inner strength is not a denial of our emotions, but a conscious choice to harness their energy for growth and self-discovery. The Stoic philosophers, with their timeless wisdom, offer profound insights into the cultivation of emotional resilience. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, reminds us that we have power over our own minds, even in the face of external chaos. His words echo through the ages. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This simple yet profound truth lies at the heart of emotional resilience, recognizing that while we may not have control over the circumstances that befall us, we always have the power to choose our response. Seneca, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, teaches us to face adversity with equanimity and composure. He viewed life's challenges as opportunities to test our mettle and build resilience, knowing that through patience, understanding, and self-reflection, we can emerge from even the darkest trials with greater wisdom and fortitude. By embracing our emotions as teachers rather than adversaries, we open ourselves up to the transformative power of self-discovery. But how do we begin to cultivate this elusive quality of emotional resilience? The journey starts with self-awareness, a willingness to turn our gaze inward and explore the landscape of our own hearts and minds. By practicing mindfulness, being fully present and attentive to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the patterns that shape our emotional responses. When we find ourselves in the grip of intense emotions, the first step is to grant ourselves permission to feel, to acknowledge the validity of our experience without judgment or criticism. By creating a space of self-compassion and acceptance, we allow ourselves to be fully human, embracing the full spectrum of our emotional life. From this place of acceptance, we can begin to take a step back, observing our emotions with curiosity and detachment. By asking ourselves what lies beneath the surface of our feelings, we gain valuable insights into the triggers and patterns that shape our responses. This process of self-reflection is a powerful tool for building emotional resilience, as it allows us to develop a more nuanced understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wisdom calls us to take responsibility for our emotional well-being, recognizing that we have the power to choose our response to life's challenges. By cultivating a mindset of resilience, we learn to meet adversity with courage, adaptability, and a determination to grow from every experience. Developing emotional resilience is a lifelong journey, a path of self-discovery and personal growth. It involves building a toolkit of coping strategies, from the cathartic release of journaling to the comfort of confiding in a trusted friend or the calming power of relaxation techniques. Most importantly, it requires a commitment to self-compassion, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding as we navigate the ups and downs of life. Emotional resilience is not about never experiencing negative emotions. Rather, it is about learning to ride the waves of these feelings with grace, allowing them to pass through us without losing our sense of equilibrium. It is about recognizing that our emotions, no matter how intense or uncomfortable, are not permanent, and that we have the strength to weather any storm. By cultivating emotional resilience, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with courage, wisdom, and a deep trust in our own inner resources. We become more than just survivors. We become thrivers, individuals who have the capacity to find meaning, growth, and even joy in the midst of adversity. So let us embark on this transformative journey together, supporting one another as we learn to navigate the complex terrain of our emotional lives. Let us remember that our feelings, no matter how overwhelming they may seem in the moment, are not the entirety of who we are. We are so much more than our passing emotional states. We are beings of infinite potential, capable of rising above even the darkest of storms. In developing emotional resilience, we discover a wellspring of inner strength, a reservoir of courage and wisdom that we can draw upon in times of need. We learn to trust in our own ability to heal, to grow, and to find meaning in even the most challenging of circumstances. And in doing so, we open ourselves up to a life of greater fulfillment, connection, and purpose. So let us embrace this journey of self-discovery and emotional resilience, knowing that every step we take brings us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Let us face life's challenges with an open heart and a curious mind, ever ready to learn, to grow, and to find beauty in the midst of adversity. For it is in the crucible of our emotions that we forge the strength and wisdom to create a life of authentic joy and meaning. 6. Memento mori. Remember you will die. In the annals of Stoic philosophy, there is a concept that may initially strike us as morbid or unsettling. Yet upon deeper reflection, it reveals itself as a powerful catalyst for living a life of purpose, gratitude, and profound meaning. This concept, known as memento mori, which translates to remember you will die, was embraced by great thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, not as a morbid preoccupation with death, but rather as a clarion call to seize the day and live each moment to its fullest. Far from being a source of fear or despair, the Stoics understood that by keeping the inevitability of our mortality at the forefront of our minds, we are inspired to cultivate a deeper appreciation for the gift of life and to make the most of the precious time we are given. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reflected on the transient nature of existence, urging us to live in a manner that is true to our values and to cherish each passing moment. You could leave life right now, he wrote. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This powerful statement is not a grim resignation to fate, but rather a rousing call to action, a reminder to focus on what truly matters and to live with authenticity, integrity, and purpose. By confronting the reality of our own mortality, we are compelled to shed the petty concerns and trivial distractions that so often consume our attention, and instead to direct our energy towards the pursuits that will leave a lasting impact on the world and on those we hold dear. Seneca, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, echoed this sentiment when he spoke of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of using our time wisely. He believed that by remaining ever mindful of the brevity of our existence, we are more likely to approach each day with a sense of urgency and purpose, to cherish our relationships and experiences, and to live in a manner that is true to our deepest values and aspirations. Epictetus, in his teachings, emphasized the importance of focusing on the present moment and making the most of the opportunities that life presents to us. He understood that by recognizing the impermanence of all things, we are more likely to approach life with a sense of gratitude and appreciation, to savor the beauty and richness of each passing moment, and to live in a way that is authentic, meaningful, and true to ourselves. But how can we incorporate the wisdom of memento mori into our own lives without succumbing to a sense of morbidity or despair? The key lies in shifting our perspective and recognizing that the awareness of our own mortality is not a burden to be carried, but rather a gift to be cherished. By embracing the fact that our time on this earth is limited, we are empowered to live with greater intentionality, to pursue our passions with renewed vigor, and to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the many blessings that life has bestowed upon us. One way to begin integrating memento mori into our daily lives is to take a moment each day to reflect on the things that truly matter to us. Whether it's nurturing our relationships, pursuing a long-held dream, or simply taking the time to appreciate the beauty of the world around us, by keeping the preciousness of life at the forefront of our minds, we are more likely to approach each day with a sense of purpose and determination. Another way to embrace the wisdom of memento mori is to practice the art of letting go. So often we cling to the things that no longer serve us, whether it's material possessions, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs. By recognizing the impermanence of all things, we are more likely to release our grip on the things that hold us back and to embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation that life presents to us. Ultimately, the practice of memento mori is not about living in fear of death, but rather about living in celebration of life. It is about recognizing that each moment is a precious gift, a chance to make a difference in the world and to leave a legacy of love, compassion, and purpose. By keeping the inevitability of our own mortality at the forefront of our minds, we are more likely to approach each day with a sense of urgency and intentionality, to cherish the people and experiences that bring us joy, and to live in a way that is true to our deepest values and aspirations. So let us embrace the wisdom of memento mori, not as a morbid preoccupation with death, but as a powerful reminder to live each day to its fullest. Let us approach life with a sense of gratitude and appreciation, recognizing that each moment is a precious gift, a chance to make a difference in the world, and to leave a legacy of love and compassion. And let us remember that, in the face of our own mortality, we have the power to choose how we live, how we love, and how we leave our mark on the world. 7. Practicing gratitude. In the whirlwind of modern existence, it's all too easy to lose sight of the myriad blessings that surround us, to become consumed by the pursuit of what we lack, rather than cherishing the abundance that is already ours. Yet the transformative power of gratitude lies not in the mere acquisition of more, but in the profound appreciation of what we have. This simple yet profound shift in perspective has the potential to revolutionize our lives, infusing even the most mundane moments with a sense of wonder and joy. The Stoic philosophers, those ancient seekers of wisdom, understood the immense value of cultivating a grateful heart. They recognized that true happiness stems not from the relentless chase of external validation or material gain, but from the ability to find contentment and meaning in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, beautifully encapsulated this sentiment when he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." These words serve as a powerful reminder that the greatest treasures in life are often the ones we take for granted, the simple, everyday miracles that we so often overlook in our pursuit of grander aspirations. By taking a moment each day to reflect on these blessings, we train our minds to see the world through a lens of abundance and appreciation rather than scarcity and lack. Seneca, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, cautioned against the perils of unchecked desire, arguing that true satisfaction lies not in the endless accumulation of external possessions, but in the cultivation of inner contentment. He understood that by focusing on what we already have and recognizing that the most precious gifts in life are often the ones that money cannot buy, we can tap into a wellspring of genuine fulfillment and peace. Epictetus, renowned for his practical wisdom, encouraged his students to find value and purpose in their present circumstances, whatever they may be. He recognized that by accepting and embracing the reality of our lives, rather than constantly yearning for some idealized future, we open ourselves up to the richness and beauty of the present moment. This practice of finding gratitude in the here and now is not a passive resignation to fate, but an active choice to engage with life in all its complexity and wonder. But how can we begin to cultivate this elusive quality of gratitude in a world that so often seems to conspire against it? The answer lies in making gratitude a daily practice, a sacred ritual that we engage in with the same dedication and reverence as any other aspect of our self-care. One powerful way to begin is by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on 3 things we are grateful for. These can be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or the breathtaking beauty of a sunset. By consciously directing our attention to the good in our lives, we begin to rewire our brains to see the world through a lens of abundance and appreciation. Another way to deepen our practice of gratitude is to extend it beyond our own lives and to recognize the many ways in which we are supported and uplifted by the people and communities around us. By expressing our appreciation for the kindness, love, and generosity of others, We not only enrich their lives, but also strengthen the bonds of connection and support that are so essential to our own well-being. Aristotle, the great philosopher who preceded the Stoics, understood the vital role that gratitude plays in cultivating a life of meaning and purpose. He recognized that by acknowledging and appreciating the good in our lives, we tap into a deeper sense of connection and belonging, a recognition of our place in the grand tapestry of existence. This sense of interconnectedness is at the heart of the Stoic worldview, a recognition that we are all part of a greater whole and that our individual flourishing is inextricably linked to the well-being of those around us. Modern psychology, too, has begun to recognize the profound benefits of cultivating a grateful mindset. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience less stress and anxiety, sleep better, and have a more positive outlook on life. As Carl Jung so eloquently put it, the word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. By embracing the full spectrum of our human experience and finding gratitude in both the joys and the sorrows of life, we tap into a deeper, more resilient form of well-being. So let us make gratitude a cornerstone of our daily lives, a sacred practice that we engage in with the same devotion and intention as any other aspect of our self-care. Let us take a moment each day to reflect on the many blessings that surround us, to express our appreciation for the people and experiences that enrich our lives, and to cultivate a sense of wonder and awe at the sheer miracle of existence. In doing so, we open ourselves up to a life of greater joy, connection, and meaning, a life in which even the most ordinary moments are infused with a sense of purpose and beauty. As we raise our glasses to the transformative power of gratitude, let us remember that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of some distant goal or achievement, but in the profound appreciation of the gifts that are already ours. Let us embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and make gratitude the guiding light of our lives, a beacon of hope and inspiration in a world that so often seems shrouded in darkness. 8. Focusing on personal excellence. In the grand tapestry of Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of personal excellence stands as a shining thread, weaving together the wisdom of the ages with the aspirations of the human spirit. The great thinkers of this tradition, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, understood that true fulfillment lies not in the fleeting pleasures of the external world, but in the cultivation of virtue, the development of character, and the realization of our highest potential. For the Stoics, personal excellence was the very essence of a life well lived. They believed that by striving to embody the best version of ourselves, by aligning our actions with our deepest values and principles, we tap into a wellspring of meaning and purpose that transcends the vicissitudes of fortune and circumstance. As Marcus Aurelius so eloquently put it, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. These simple yet profound words capture the heart of the Stoic approach to personal excellence. It is not enough to contemplate virtue in the abstract, to engage in endless philosophical debates about the nature of the good life. Rather, we must take action. We must make a conscious choice each day to live in accordance with our highest ideals, to be the change we wish to see in the world. Seneca, another luminary of the Stoic tradition, understood that the path to personal excellence is one of continuous growth and self-improvement. He encouraged his followers to embrace the challenges and obstacles of life as opportunities for learning and development, to view every setback as a chance to cultivate resilience, wisdom, and strength of character. In his words, the struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. This powerful imagery reminds us that true fulfillment lies not in the attainment of some external goal or accolade, but in the journey itself, in the daily effort to become the best version of ourselves. It is through this struggle, through the relentless pursuit of personal excellence, that we find meaning and purpose in life. Epictetus, renowned for his practical wisdom, emphasized the importance of taking responsibility for our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. He taught that true freedom and happiness lie not in the control of external events, but in the mastery of our own minds and hearts. In his words, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. This insight lies at the core of the Stoic approach to personal excellence. By focusing our energy and attention on the things we can control, our own thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, we unlock a tremendous source of power and agency in our lives. We become the architects of our own destiny, the shapers of our own character and fate. But how can we begin to cultivate this elusive quality of personal excellence in our own lives? The answer lies in setting high standards for ourselves, not based on the expectations of others or the dictates of society, but on our own deepest values and aspirations. It means taking the time to reflect on what truly matters to us, to identify the principles and ideals that give our lives meaning and purpose, and then striving to live in accordance with those values each and every day. This is not always an easy path. It requires discipline, courage, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones to embrace the discomfort of growth and change. But as Aristotle reminds us, excellence is not an act but a habit, the result of consistent effort and practice over time. By making the pursuit of personal excellence a daily practice, a sacred ritual that we engage in with devotion and intention, we gradually transform ourselves into the people we most wish to be. This process of self-improvement is not about striving for some unattainable ideal of perfection, but about embracing the journey of growth and learning, of becoming the best version of ourselves in each moment. It is about cultivating a mindset of resilience and adaptability, of viewing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and development, rather than as obstacles to be avoided or feared. As we walk this path of personal excellence, we may stumble and fall along the way. We may face moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But as the Stoics remind us, it is in these moments that our true character is revealed, that we have the opportunity to rise to the occasion and demonstrate the strength and resilience of our spirit. So let us embrace the pursuit of personal excellence, not as a destination to be reached, but as a way of life, a daily practice of striving to be the best version of ourselves in each moment. Let us set high standards for ourselves, rooted in our deepest values and aspirations, and then work tirelessly to live up to those standards, to embody the virtues and ideals that give our lives meaning and purpose. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the betterment of the world around us. For as we cultivate personal excellence, we become a beacon of inspiration and hope for others, a living testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity, to grow and thrive in the face of life's challenges. So let us embrace this noble pursuit, this sacred calling to be the best version of ourselves, to live a life of purpose, integrity, and meaning. Let us walk the path of personal excellence with courage, determination, and an unwavering commitment to our highest ideals. For it is in this pursuit that we find the true measure of our worth, the deepest satisfaction of our souls, and the most profound connection to the greater tapestry of life.